Well, the tracer solution over here is actually kinda janky though. Hello, what is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another one of my video. I've received a lot of questions asking me what kind of simple gel blaster is easy to use, easy to maintain, of course the most important thing, easy to bring outside and not intimidating your neighbors. Very long time ago, the CS001 over here is actually a pretty popular blaster. It came from the SKD brand, pretty well known for its bigger blasters. The previous 001 have pretty decent build quality, decent enough performance for family games. All in all, generally a decent blaster. But there is actually a follow-up version of the CS001, which is the CS001 Special Edition. What is so special about this Special Edition? Of course, one thing being so special is that this blaster actually came from Mac Potato. If you guys are interested, all the necessary link will be provided in the description down below. Okay, first look at the blaster. So what is so special about this blaster? First of all, as we can see, in terms of aesthetic, it looks exactly like the previous CS001. The only difference that I can see is that the color scheme and the use of materials, as well as a little bit of a janky adapter addition. First of all, let us take a look at the use of material in terms of build quality. It is still as good as a CS001. Decent build quality, I like it. The finishing at the body, it uses a clear plastic. As you can see, this is a clear green. There should be a clear blue edition. In my opinion, the clear green plastic over here is actually way more solid than the good old flat color over here. I don't know if it is my imagination or not, but it does felt a lot thicker. And in terms of looks, in my opinion, the clear plastic looks a lot better. And why the switch of materials out of a sudden? Let us try fire the blaster. Yup, the additional of an internal body built-in LED. Of course, it will look way nicer and way more public friendly when you try to fire something like this, especially when you're operating this blaster at night. But seriously, the aesthetic of the blaster is actually very helpful, especially to those countries who have legality issue with these gel blasters. Because let's face it guys, most gel blaster in the market kinda looks like a firearm though, so that's definitely not a very good public relation if you are carrying around like AR-15 and stuff. But let's say if you have something like this, much more public friendly. You may already notice that the gel container or the gel adapter on top of the blaster is a lot different than the previous CS001. As you can see, the CS001, the normal one, comes with one of these a tiny gel ball, or we call it a gel container adapter. But the latest CS001 Special Edition comes with one of these bulkier gel container over here. Why do so? Because this gel container over here is actually a built-in tracer, or should I call it a ghetto tracer? Why I wanted to call this a ghetto tracer? Because the tracer solution for this blaster over here uses LEDs. You will have to put in a pair of AA battery in the container to activate the LED via this switch over here. I mean, take a look at that guys. In the package, this blaster also comes with a tiny pack of 2000 tracer gels. In my opinion, those tracer gels are not the best tracer gels because it does not really light up that much. I would prefer you guys to go out there and get like higher quality tracer gels, because as you can see, the LED in the adapter over here does not seem to be bright enough to properly light up a tracer gel, just like how it is shown in the video. But in my opinion, the tracer ability of this blaster is just a bonus feature. It's not the main selling point. What I was being told that the main selling point is the gearbox of the blaster. I'm actually being told that the gearbox for the Special Edition is being slightly improved. It has more durability, the gears are better. Generally, everything is slightly better than the previous CS001. In terms of operating this blaster, everything feels the same. You know, the grip is very comfortable, the trigger pull, very nice. In terms of firing mode, this blaster only comes with a full auto. If you want to do a single fire, you have to use a little bit of these trigger discipline technique. A little bit something like that, but definitely doable. In terms of picatinny, there is still no improvement because the picatinny is still located at the bottom of the blaster, which I have absolutely no idea what are you going to use that Picatinny reel for, other than putting another adapter under there so that you have like a spare bottle of gels just in case if you want to reload or something like that. In terms of performance testing, even though that it claims that it have better seals than the previous one, it actually gets almost the exact same performance as the previous CS001, which I don't think it is a bad thing, because this blaster can goes around 146 FPS all the way to 152 FPS, which is more of a 150 FPS blaster. It is not overly powerful where it will hurt a lot, and it is not overly weak as well, which of course take out a lot of fun. Generally, I would say that this is probably one of the most balanced blaster in the market, especially in the 100 ringgit category and below. This is probably the fastest blaster in the market, because I've tested enough blaster to justify that right now, by the time of this video, if you're looking for a 100 ringgit and below blaster, this is probably your best bet. And of course, best bang for buck. But anyways, even though that I don't have to test the FPS of the blaster, as per tradition for this channel, some firing tests need to be done as well. So yep, let us firing test the blaster. Okay, as usual, blaster fires from 146 FPS all the way to 152 FPS. There's no point retesting the blaster because the result is going to be the same all the time. In terms of accuracy, again, there is no point to retest this blaster over here, because what I found out that the accuracy of this blaster and this blaster is basically the same. And of course, most importantly, after testing this blaster for a while, operating this blaster, I did not encounter any jams, which is a good thing. This is a very simple blaster to operate, so I would guess even a small kid as well as my grandparents can operate this blaster smoothly, because there is only one switch behind the blaster where you just have to turn it on and you are good to go. You want to add on a little bit of a night show, just turn on the LED above the bottle. And there you go, you got yourself a brilliant night show if you are having a simple blaster war at night. And will this blaster pass as a wall test? My answer is yes. In my opinion, I do not know why the SKD-CS001, even though that it doesn't look like a real firearm or something like that, it just looks really nice. Like the sci-fi looking of the blaster looks so nice. The entire aesthetic is comfortable to the eye. Generally, it just looks cool. That's it. But of course, operating this blaster, you will still need to be careful. Protective gears like Pro is definitely a must. Be responsible on how you use these blasters, and that's all I have to say. So yep, if you guys like this video, do remember to smash on the like button because it will help the channel a lot. I'll be posting video every Saturday, so do remember to click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So yep, Gordon's checking out, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Adios, guys.